Hey everyone, I'm so excited about this video. It's been 6 years since my last live composing video. So we'll be composing an action cue. And it'd be great if we could make it under 10 minutes or at least not going too much above 10 minutes. So yeah, let's get this started. Let's grab a snare. And let's start simple. So it'll take a couple of minutes till we get some interesting musical material, so just bear with me for a sec. Wow, that was hard. Now let's go with a second take with a softer snare. It'll play an eighth notes pattern. So for those louder hits, we are using two snares actually, a lower and a higher one. And for the faster pattern, we're using just one. Okay, let's go ahead with the timpani. So again, it'll get more exciting in a sec. Just bear with me, it just takes a minute to get some music going. Okay, let's quantize this real quick. Something like that. Okay, I do not like quantizing like 100%, so I recommend going with an 80-90%. Okay, let's get some strings. So those were violins and violas. And let's add now some low staccato strings. Let's add a track here so we can see it. And those are low staccatos. So this is a combination of Symphobia, Albion, and LASS scoring strings cellos. Okay, cool, that sounds good. Let's see what else we could add. Let's add a motif here in between both phrases, but let's have it recorded in a different region so we can then isolate it and reuse it. Yeah, something like that. So basically this is the same patch, but it is recorded in a separate MIDI region, in a separate MIDI track, so I can reuse that material afterwards. This motif right there, we'll be using it in other sections. So let's quantize this real quick. So even though you can see it in this piano roll, you can see all the notes together. Both of them are in separate MIDI regions that we can copy and paste afterwards. And then I'm thinking we are copying it for winds and maybe for trumpets. We'll see. Again. Yeah. Okay, so see those ones right there, I can reuse them. Let's just move them a little bit. Oops, like this, exactly. And then we can reuse the material. Let's just copy and paste it here for the winds. And let's bring this up an octave. So those will be mid-high winds. And the last note went away, so let's just create it. And let's get rid of that higher octave for the strings, and let's have that last note that we missed right there. So basically what we've got is a motif for the strings and the winds, adding an extra, doubling that motif and adding an extra upper octave. What else? Okay, let's just work on the entrance for the cue. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, that one was basically a grace note type of patch that works great when creating those, crazy runs. And let's just record a swell, brass swell here. Cool. cool. Yeah, it sounds great. Let's just move it back a tiny bit. Right there. Fantastic. Okay, so now that we've set the basis for the first part, let's just go ahead and copy and paste it. Let's just set a marker there and another marker right there. And so we are using the material that we had before, and we'll create some more music, but based on that material. Okay, from there, copy and paste. Great. So for that swell that we had before, it's much better using performance type of patches than trying to recreate them yourself by using expression modulation. They just sound much better. Okay, let's record something on top of the second repetition. Those are trumpets from Cinesamples. And let's quantize this real quick. Again, you're doing a lot of quantizing. It's an action cue. You want everything, well aligned. And let's record something else here. Let's have a second trumpet. Yeah, that's it. This is a 2-patch. So that was a 2 trumpets patch. So we will end having 4 trumpets. Nice. Okay, so we're getting to the end of this cue. So what we are doing now is just copying and pasting that orchestrated motif, and then we will reorchestrate the second and third repetition for the end. So what we are doing now is adding some more musical material for creating that crescendo towards the end. We're having some higher strings doubling the second time, and the third time they'll be a bit higher. They'll go a bit higher, and so we've got the higher strings here. This is an Albion high strings staccato patch that plays in octaves, so we are actually having 2 octaves here, not just 1. Oops, we've got to move that to start in the second beat. So we are trying to create some extra excitement right towards the end. Let's see what's the timpani doing and if we can add something else here. Right now it's too repetitive due to copy pasting. Let's have like a really short roll, like thing for the timpani. Yeah, something like that. Exactly. So with the mod wheel you can control the length of the roll. This is another performance type of patch. It's a timpani roll that goes from piano to mezzo forte, and by using modulation you can control the length of the roll. Some high trumpets to give that ending some more excitement. So when you use high trumpets, it's good to have them double down an octave to give it some more support. Okay, let's record some expression here. Increasing the expression to make them sound louder, and also the velocity so they play more forte. Yeah, you can barely hear them, but I would say it's the proper balance. Okay. You know what? I'm using this patch. Let's use this patch to record a real fast counter melody. Now, since I won't be able to play that fast, let's just slow down the tempo and then play it slower, and then we'll bring it up again. This is a orchestral tools patch. This is a orchestral string runs, and it allows to play real fast, like legato lines. Let's see. Maybe it was a bit too slow, but anyway, let's just get through this. Okay, so yeah, that's something that I encourage doing when it comes to recording something fast. It's better slowing down the tempo. And now we are copying and pasting that to violins 1, 2, and viola. It may sound a bit thick. Let's just give it a try. Okay, so that actually goes for the second time. So the first time we are presenting the musical ideas, and the second time for the repetition we are adding some more material. And yeah, as we said before, it sounds a bit too thick, so let's just get rid of the... let's mute the violas. Yeah, yeah. So I feel this piece needs an extra something at the end. So this is a patch, this is like a full orchestra patch, custom multi-instrument patch that will give this like an, you know, extra punch at the end, and hopefully it'll make it sound bigger. It's a subtle touch, but it sort of blends it all together. Yeah, that was it. Cool. And you know, I feel like adding some snares here towards the end. Let's just activate this percussion track, and there are some snares around here. Yeah, around here. Great. Yeah, this is a percussion patch from Soundiron Apocalypse. I would say we are all set with that. Let's just release on the whole thing. Let's just grab Ozone. Meanwhile, just because it is so much more fun listening to the music while looking at the frequency analyzer, here we go. That's all. If you've got any question, please feel free to ask, and thanks for watching.